Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the Fiverr Startup Research YouTube channel. Today's topic is F distribution, and we will discuss about the introduction, application, assumptions, and general procedure and example related to the F distribution. Let's have a start with the introduction. We have to compare the different groups of means. Then we use the analysis of variance, that is said to be ANOVA, and it is referred as the one-way ANOVA when it is completely randomized design, and it is actually the extension of the pool t-test which is used for comparing the two means of the populations. One of the misleading concept about the ANOVA is that it is used for the testing the variances. Not. It is used to test the difference between the group means, more than two means at a time, and we reach the conclusion about the difference of the group means by analyzing their variation within the group and among. Here are some assumptions related to the F distribution. The one of those basic and simple assumption is that the sample should be calculated randomly and drawn independently. It should follow the normal distribution. It should be homogeneous with respect to the variance. Here are some of the facts about the F distribution. That the curve is not symmetric, it is positively skewed. The F distribution range is from 0 to positive infinity, and there are different sets of curves for the different sets of degrees of freedoms, and the F statistic value is always greater than or equal to 0, and as the degree of freedom of the numerator and the denominator larger, the curve approaches to the normal. Let us discuss about the general procedure of the F distribution. The general procedure consists of all the 6 steps of the hypothesis testing. One of the step is formulation of hypothesis. In the two tests, we have write down the hypothesis that mu1 is equals to mu2. Now here are mu means or the groups we have to test are more than 2, so there are number of groups depending upon the number of means depending upon the number of groups. So we assume that all the groups have same means or the all means are equal, and the alternative hypothesis that not all the means are equal, with the level of significance is equals to 0.05. Test statistic F test statistic is equals to mean square error of among the groups and mean square error within the groups, and these mean square errors are equal to the sum of square of among the group divided by degree of freedom, and mean square error within the group is equal to the sum of square divided by degree of freedom, and these sum of squares are also equal to these formulas, that is nj number of groups, xj from each observation from the group, and x bar from the whole mean, and the sum of square within the group is equals to double summation xij minus x bar ka whole square, that is each observation from each group is subtracted from the each group mean. Then we will do calculations and get a ANOVA table with the two source of variations, that is among the groups and within the groups. Among the groups have a degree of freedom c minus 1. How many groups you have? C. Within the groups, degree of freedom is showing the n minus c, that is total observations minus the number of groups, and the total degree of freedom is showing the n minus 1, that is n is your sample, minus 1 is equals to your total degree of freedom. Now the next and the third column is of sum of squares. Then we calculate the sum of squares of among the groups, within the groups, and the total. Using these sum of squares, we can calculate the mean square errors. Mean square errors are equal to the sum of square divided by degree of freedom, and these mean square error will help us to calculate the F statistic. The critical region of the F distribution is formed by the C minus 1 degree of freedom in the numerator and the n minus c degree of freedom in the denominator. These are also the degrees of freedom of the among the group and within the group. So the last step is to conclude our results, and the conclusion is based on two options, that is by calculated tabulated value or by the p-value. Tabulated value is obtained from the table and p-value is obtained from the software output. So we will reject H0 if the F calculated value is greater than tabulated value, and if we are doing the analysis on the any software, then we conclude our results on the basis of p-value, that we reject H0 when our p-value is less than alpha. Hope so you will understand this. Thank you so much for watching.